Welcome to OZ TV. Here we talk about everything that you need to know. We talk about family, we talk about relationships, we talk about children, homes. We talk about virtually everything. So I want you to subscribe, like, comment, click on the notification bell for more videos coming up. And watch out for a new show coming up called Spit It All. Thank you.
Because it can land the man into problem. And remember, the man is committing pedophile, especially for the younger ones. He's a pedophile. And this then also can lead to a man that cannot control himself can even see the daughter and do something stupid.
Sure. Yes.
And at that point, you see that the woman will begin to
psychological.
The woman begin to think towards, it's better I live for my dear life now.
Well, I take my
And
children.
those cases are rare.
You know, they are not weird. They are not weird. They are not weird. It happens now.
It happened once.
In those days, it doesn't happen. But right now, it happens. Christian, let me now shock you. I go to schools and I talk to children as a pastor. When they open their mouth to tell you I was raped by my father, you want to run alone. You want to run. You will be looking for the door. And their father is still sleeping with them till death. And what they are begging you to do is take them away.
Is it that their mom is not aware or is
Their mother is trying to cover the taboo so that the community or the society will not begin to see the family somehow. Some of them will tell you because they are girls. What of if when they want to marry such stories?
Important, the society or your daughter.
You ask them you have to ask the
viewers.
What some women go through just to keep a home.
A home. See, if I begin to break down a lot to you, you will be shocked at what you will hear.
I went to a certain school, big man school, all girls. Went for counseling, and just like you said, if you hear what comes out, I left that school sick. I left there sick. I had another event. I couldn't even attend the event because I was too sick to even think of driving to that other event. And most of them, you hear, I've taken it from my dad like 3 times now, and I've taken it out. My mom's brother was sleeping with me. I couldn't tell my mom because my mom might not believe me, so I told my daddy. My daddy said I should keep quiet, and my daddy continued. You will hear my daddy, and you ask, does your mom know? Sometimes. Yes, I told my mom once, and she told me to shut up. She told me I want to destroy her home.
They will shut them up.
We told the principal of the school. Of course, because of the caliber of people in that school, she can't do anything. She didn't do anything. She just said, I will look into the matter. And I can tell you till today, the matter has not been looked into.
Mr. Christian, you're being attacked. You need to defend the guys. You need to say something.
No, it's something that's going on. It's something that it's a disease now eating into the society. It never used to be like that in our part of the world, truly. Or it used to be there, but never exposed. But now, because of the way, because of the way we live our life now, the way society and everyone is open and outspoken now, it's coming out now. People are like, it's now rearing its ugly head. So people are actually now getting to terms with the fact that these things really do happen. It doesn't just happen in the Western world. It really do. They do happen over here. There's more or less nothing we can do here, but we can do something as well. It starts from education. It starts from how you educate your kids and giving them that presence, that confidence to speak out. So you see those ones that have spoken out to either one of you or the counselors in school or principals, and nothing was done, nothing had been done. They tend to be the ones affected the most. Because
let me take it up from there. When they speak to you and you want to take up the case, you're going to face family problem. The family problem is that child will be told not to speak against whoever it is. And they will tell you it is their family problem, allow them to handle it. And as such, in law, you can't go beyond that point.
In law.
Why? Because because the person you're going to fight for is
beyond,
not coming out.
This goes beyond that. If he or she has said this out in the open, or said this out in recording, It goes beyond that now because you're tampering with the person's health. It's a minor. Most of them are minors when they start getting abused by either parents or relations or cousins. They haven't cousins.
You can't even take them to
or
hospital.
uncles. You can.
Without their parents' consent, you cannot. They will tell you no.
You can. If you can, and you should. That is where we're getting it wrong. You know, it's not just about being your brother's keepers, but standing up for what is right. We don't just hide behind the fact that because it's the family, because this family is well connected, or because I can't have a say in family. No matter who that person is to you, even if that person is not related to you, you stand up for what is right. Fight to. So there's an extent you fight to, push it to, and someone else will take it off from there.
Okay, I have something to say based on what she's been, what we're discussing now. Because now we're talking mainly on the men, molesting innocent children, even their daughters, and they when you go to their schools, you hear different things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've heard some scenarios as well whereby the women equally sleep with the young boys in the house.
Yeah.
You understand me? So they have an affair maybe with the boys that are serving the husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand me? So or husband's friend, or even the maid.
Maid drivers.
You understand me? So I think it's both ways. It happens when it comes to the male and then the female.
Yeah, it does.
You understand? The reason why I'm saying this is that it's because we are tilting towards
that was what I was trying to correct her, because we were all trying to tilt towards the fact that divorce is mostly caused by men.
And are they even round off?
You still want to hammer us?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
What
here
you want
for
to
you.
say?
But before you really and truly, it doesn't have to do with
It's not a man thing.
exactly a man thing. Sometimes women could be very frustrated.
Very, very
And we
we
even
could be
coming
very
to
annoyed.
paint the pictures of how women behave and attract that as
I would
well.
love to hear that from you.
You understand me? But Kristen, I need to correct something, for the viewers to understand. You trying to force yourself into a family, maybe to take care of their child,
Not
treat
just
them.
said fight for what
Fight,
is right.
oh yeah, fighting for what is right.
Yeah.
Fighting for what is right starts from, if only the person you're fighting for can be able to stand. Most of the time, you see that child only once and you won't see that child again.
Okay.
Even when you visit the family and want to have
Conversation.
a healthy one, to be able to help, to come out to help, to bring out yourself, to put in your best and all that, they will agree with you at that time. By the time you come next time, the door will be shut against you.
As long as
Why?
you
Because
go through the right channels and that child is still in school or still attending certain schools, the same way you reach out to that child, you can reach out to that child again. There are other ways of connecting through children. Even if that child has been told from home not to speak up again, there are ways you can go about it to even let the family or your wife, because most times the mothers are also aware. They are also bottling it as long as well with the kid, with the daughter. So there are ways you can connect through both the daughter and the wife, or the daughter and the mother, and let them know that okay, this thing might not really affect your family. Okay, we can go about it this way so that it doesn't come out in public.
you don't tend to see the argument you're making.
No problem.
Because at the end of the
Of course, she has to make that
exactly.
decision.
Because if she's supporting you, you're
Yes.
leaving.
She has to make that decision. Yes.
Hold on. The argument you're making is because you've not been faced with such scenarios. I have been faced with it severally. And see, the women you're talking about, you even try to blackmail them emotionally to understand what their child is going through. Even at that point and that extent where you've gone. In fact, I've gone to a point of bringing out my money, give the family, the child, try to do all that to bring the child out, at least to be able to stand and be able to defend herself for once. And the mother said it will never happen, and it never happened. Let me shift from that direction. Now for the women. We women, every woman have the demon in her. And the number one demon in every woman is our mouth. There is a woman that is ready to quarrel from now till next year. she will carry seat and sit down. Even when the man has said, I am sorry. The woman will elaborate on that matter, pieces it, exaggerate on it, bring out things that you ordinarily you will not think of in life coming out from it.
They will say now, now we.
You understand me? A woman will bring it out from all directions. And if a man it can be overbearing for a man, even on the bed. Now, even when the man comes and says, okay, let's resolve this thing, forget about it. That direction, it will go. There are women that rub it on the face of the man that he's not man enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will look at your face and tell you whatever you want to tell you. The man will die and wake up. They will wash you, rinse you, dry you, point fingers at you. And if case not taken, she will start fight.
Even in public stuff, they will do it.
You understand? Yes. If case not taken, she will start fight with you. Have you seen a woman in front of the friends of the man who ask the man, do you bring money for food? Why are you demanding that I give these people? You will let everybody know that she's the one.
Situation that happens, what happens in the house?
In the house. A woman that goes to the point of, like what you said, sleeping around, husband's friends and whatever, that is the legal ground at which the Bible says divorce.
Yes.
That is the number one legal ground.
Adultery. That's the only time the Bible preaches divorce.
It said on that ground, both of you should not live together. On that ground. So a woman doing that, you have to go, leave. Why? Because in some part of Igbo land, even Delta, the moment a woman does that, it might kill the man.
Yeah,
Some
these days now, like some parts of Delta, when the woman does that, it brings bad luck to the family. Then the husband can start getting sick, like serious illness that they can't tell to know where it's coming from.
It's not something that they can treat in the hospital.
I knew a family that thing happened, it affected. And we were all saying it because the lady in church was always, and she was always doing that house. Even I had some people that I knew that would say, this woman, I don't pass away, and I'm like, seriously. And then at a point, the husband started, fell sick, stroke, this, that. They had to go take him to the village, and that's why they found that it's coming from your wife. Once your wife stops doing what she's doing, you'll get better.
Now, there are some women too that money causes problem. The moment you don't have money, they pack their bag, off they go. They look for another valuable person that can be able to provide for them.
What do you mean money? Is it that their husband don't give them money? Or?
No. The moment maybe the man married them and he's wealthy.
Yeah, and there's a standard.
And there's a standard they have already, people that do class.
Yeah.
There's a point where they are. And at that point, they can no longer meet up anymore. And the man is trying to say endure, and they will tell you, I cannot be able to do this kind of endurance. You see them, they move out. You understand? Now, don't misunderstand me that I was talking in the aspect of men. Because there are several things that constitutes divorce. But the moment the head is not functioning well, it always affects the body. So that's why it looks as if I started with them first, as being the head of the family. But for the women, every woman have their rubbish. Most women that left their marriage did not leave their marriage because they want to leave. How about women where their husband wants to use them maybe for money ritual? We just stay.
But how would you know that your husband wants to use it for money ritual if he wants to use it?
We don't need to argue on that area. I don't want to go there anytime. I don't want to go in that direction. But for women, there are women too, like you said. I wanted to correct that. The men saying no child, the man tend to leave the women, and whatever happens. There are several men that cannot impregnate their wives.
And we refuse to go for a test.
And the moment the woman leaves that marriage, she gets pregnant. And there are women too that cannot be able to conceive. And the moment they step out, the husband will impregnate someone else.
Sure.
It's both ways.
Yeah.
Now for male child, it strictly comes from the man. What you give her is what she produces. But most men,
Are you serious?
Did you just say
I'm
it's
African.
what
I'm
you put
African.
inside your bag.
I'm African. But I'm African.
It's what you put in her that she gives you.
Mm.
Whatever you put in her, we don't need to start going through the
Mm.
YX and
Why-
SY
You know
and
that.
all that. So it's what you give her, that's what she gives you back.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing happens two ways. A woman is ready to submit herself to do all manner of tests on her so that she can be able to have that seed. But a man will want to hide it with everything in him so that you cannot call
Not
him
all men.
incompetent.
No.
Some men,
No,
sorry.
not all men.
Some men, so that you will not call him what? Incompetent. Or that he
Some
cannot be
women
able
also
to.
hide it too because
You
there's
understand
women
me?
that have gone through several abortions and never told their husbands, and they want to hide that fact. Because when you meet a gynecologist or you start going out for this test, those questions will pop up and those tests will come out and they'll find out one or two things were wrong. And
She submitted
she
herself
will
for
also
the test.
hide. I know. Because some of them will hide and say some of them will not want to
And
submit.
the man will
They will
sit
believe.
really
They rather believe in going to church to pray about it.
But
But
wait,
then the man-
wait,
how
I
about
want
the
to
men?
ask
How
you.
about-
Truth. They
How about
rather.
the men that
rather-
always before they get married, they'll sleep around a lot, making their sperm counts drop drastically, and when they get
When
married, it's true.
Sperm count bank is there. Can't drop. They can't drop. They can't. They want even if it's every day.
Men will always be
No.
men. You know, there are several agreements I wouldn't want to go into because real life scenarios will expose you to several things. When you hear it, it will blow your mind. You will really begin to ask yourself, is it true? Can it really happen? So there are a few factors actually that can cause divorce that we are talking about. And I've seen pictures, where I saw it with my eyes, not like it's a story. Husband getting a lady, and the lady comes to the house, sleep with them on the same bed as their friend and as a relative.
No, I don't understand. Come again.
That's a different
Come
thing.
again.
That's a different
Hold on.
Are you
Come
saying-
again. Wait.
Okay, couple
I want
relationship.
to understand what you mean. You mean the husband is married to the wife, right?
Mhm.
Then he brings the lady in.
Who
And the
brings-
wife,
is it the man that brings
and the lady knows the wife,
And
and
the
they
husband
sleep
brings
together.
in his girlfriend.
And is it that the husband and that lady sleep together on the bed, or the husband, the lady, and the wife?
They live in 2-bedroom flats.
Okay.
The children are in the other room,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady comes to visit.
Mm-hmm.
They have other relatives that lives with them. Those ones sleep in the sitting room.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is, says this lady is your friend, and is very close to the family. It's very, very close to them, according to the way they describe it. Very, very close. What they do is the man sleeps in the middle, the lady sleeps at the other extreme, and the wife sleeps on this way. Even take bed in their bathroom and all that. And the lady is a nurse. When the woman gets pregnant before time, the husband says, I don't want it. She's the one that does the abortion for the lady.
Without the lady knowing.
The lady does not know that
Without the lady knowing that she's giving her drugs to.
How will she not know? She knows.
She knows.
She's going to meet her and somebody that they are very close.
To help out.
To help her remove it. Since the husband does not want the child, baby, at that time.
Okay,
They
so
must say they want them to gag before they have another.
so the sex the husband is having with that lady is with the consent of the wife. That's what
How
I'm
can it
thinking.
be the consent of the wife? And I'm coming to my story. You always jump into conclusion. Hold on.
Because I'm not getting it.
I don't get that.
I'm not
That's
getting
what-
it.
Let her land. Let's.
A day came, the man was with the lady, with her wife, with his wife, sorry. And he went to be. His phone was on top of the table, and a text message came in from the nurse saying, "Baby, I'm waiting for you. The way we had it yesterday, I can't wait to have you again today." And she read it again and again and again. You know, like he popped up on top and read it again and again. I looked at the number. The number was saved improperly. So she took the number, dialed it in her own phone. It was the lady's number that came out. That was when she now began to question the husband. Are you having an affair with her? She comes to the house to stay with us. Hey, bring food and I eat. Do abortions for me when I get pregnant. And the man could not answer the question. What happened is that he used belt and flog turned out of her that day. Fight broke out. He flogged her. And after flogging her, the lady had to leave for a while.
Your wife.
The wife.
For a while. And when she came back, the other lady was there.
She didn't come back. When she came back, the other lady already knows that the game is all quite alright. So you can't hide under the umbrella of I am close to you.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and she dissed the lady about her husband because they are close. So they discuss everything.
Okay, so to me that is not that the lady, the wife in this case, got what she deserved.
I don't get it.
You don't bring someone into your
She gave room for that.
She gave room for that. So you don't bring someone
She
into
gave
your
room for
matrimonial
that.
There's a limit of
to sleep on your
bestie.
matrimonial bed, even if your, even if it's your sister.